Good morning, all. Today, we're going to talk about common formative assessments, and I have a protocol that I created, and also formative assessments. So, if I'm social studies or science, use the tools. If I'm PE or arts, everything can be used here of measuring kids where they are. And we have to do a better job. I'm challenging people to create great assessments to see where kids are to measure instruction. So, here you can see the norms, common formative assessments, and the definition: team designed attentional measures used for the purpose of monitoring student attainment of priority standards through the instructional process. So are kids learning, and are we teaching? And that is why we're here. Learning is required. So here's common formative assessments with teams. The first one, the team discusses and identifies the priority standards, unwraps it, and creates the learning targets. They write the assessments around a small number of learning targets, 1 to 3. They evaluate the DOK levels of each target. The team creates an assessment item that matches the levels of thinking of the target. The team agrees on what mastery will look like for each item and each target. They talk about academic vocabulary and language that kids must learn. The team creates an assessment that is quick to administer, appropriate for the time allotted, and easy to score. Bailey and Dr. Chris Jakizik suggest 15 to 20 minutes for each CFA. Both of those wonderful ladies are my mentors in teaching this stuff. And then I dig into how to write multiple choices, how to write quality stems, how to give choice answers here, how to write constructive responses, and how to do a great job there. And then performance assessment. Then here, is your CFA valid? So reflect on that. The assessment is truly measuring what the team thinks the students have learned to match the learning target in terms of content and rigor. And then, is your CFA reliable? The students who appear to have learned the assessed concept actually learned it. So this whole tool, if you got, man, I would take time. I don't care if you're a veteran teacher, you can't read this enough. Every year I'm studying, reading, and editing and revising this. This is how I spend my summers. I know I'm boring, but this is what I do. So this is common assessments. And here you go down, it'll walk you through the whole thing. Assessment planning, so you can have different levels. You can have a approaching standard, question of mastery standard, and exceeding, and then really talk about what will mastery of the standard look like. Okay, here's the DOK level. This is, again, study this DOK level. It's here for you. And then here's the framework, having to name the grade, the directions for the CFA, and then as a team, if you're doing it as a team, you must be clear what mastery looks like. How many multiple choice? How many open-ended? What will it look like if a kid gets mastery? And then here's some great stimulus resources. If you are teaching science, social studies, or ELA, the most important assessment we can give is grade level text with kids answering constructive responses. Grade level text with kids answering constructive responses. And here are all different sites you can get those texts. And in math, here's different sites. So again, these are some things that are very, very important for creating your CFA, and such great tools. That's what Team 30 is for, to do this work and to learn more about creating great assessments. And then here you go down, Lexile levels of where kids should be in order to give grade level assessments. So if I'm in grade 6, it doesn't matter the level of kid. We have to give them access to grade level assessments. See how they do. See if we can teach strategies to get them to master the content. And then here's the length of the SBAC. And then down here, this is pretty awesome. Gets into identify the role and the rigor of the standards, from reading to writing to math, and then down here are just some resources. So again, this could be used for creating daily in-class formative assessments, in-class performance assessments, and then teams creating common formative assessments, which is part of the requirement here at the school. The most important thing is to give clear, really grade level, valid, and reliable assessments. Read this over. If you want more resources, we have them in our Professional Learning Center. But this tool here, we should be creating amazing assessments. We have the time, we have the resources, and our kids need it. Thank you.